Hello, I'm Katiana. Today we're going to be learning about trapezoids. More specifically, we're going to be learning the definition of as well as how to find the area of a trapezoid. A trapezoid in this case is a quadrilateral shape or a four-sided figure with one pair of parallel sides. For example, here and here. Now, a parallelogram is very different from a trapezoid because a parallelogram will have two sets, whereas this only has the one. And that's the big difference here. The area of any 2D figure, such as a trapezoid, is just simply going to be the measurements inside of the shape as measured in square units. Now don't be fooled, a trapezoid will not always look like this. It can be here, or any variation thereof. It really doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it is a closed figure with four sides, two of which are parallel. And that's what we're going to be learning about the area for today. Now, there are multiple ways to go about this. One way is if you simply extend here and here, you basically have the figure with the base and height. And normally it doesn't really matter which side is your base. However, in this instance, your base is going to be the two parallel sides. No matter where those are on your shape, it has to be the two parallel sides. So you're going to have base 1 and base 2 times your height. Now, there are different ways to go about solving for this, all of which, if you turn your figure into a square, you'll see why they are. Essentially, you have here, and you're going to have a height given to you, unless you've gone far enough to learn how to solve for height, which in this case we're assuming that you haven't. So in this instance, this here is going to be your height, and we're going to say, for the sake of argument, that you have a height of 3. And you're going to have your base 1 and your base 2 here, or vice versa. And so for this one, we're going to say we have a base 1 of 2 and a base 2 of 6. So if you have this all as a square, then you're going to have base times height, and that'll all have to be here. And if you simply have the base times the height, you're going to have 2 times 3 plus 6 times 3. But that's only going to give you far more than you need, because that's going to give you here and here, as well as all of this. So you'd have to divide by 2 to get your actual answer. Now this also, if you simply factor out the 3, you can get 2 plus 6 times 3, still over 2, which is essentially the same thing as 2 plus 6 divided by 2 times all times 3. So it depends on how you want to solve it. All of these will work. For example, you can have 2 times 3 is 6, plus 6 times 3 is 18 equals 24. All divided by 2 equals 12. This is going to work no matter how you do it. So then if you just do 2 plus 6, that's going to give you 12 times, that's going to give you 8 times 3 is going to give you 24, divided by 2 is going to be 12. And that'll work down here as well. 2 plus 6 is going to give you 8. 8 divided by 2 is going to give you 4, and 4 times 3 equals 12. So no matter which equation you use, that's the answer you're going to get. So it's essentially base 1 plus base 2 over 2 times height, or any of these variations. You've got base 2, base 1, added together, base 1, base 2, base 1, base 2. No matter when you multiply the height, so long as you've got the height multiplied by both base 1 and base 2, or it's solution, so base 1 plus base 2. As long as you have those combinations, you're going to get the right answer. Now, there is a second way to solve, and it's a bit more complicated, but some people choose to look at it this way. So long as you know, put the base 2 back here, so long as you know your bases, some people will take the height here and turn this into a square and solve for that, and then treat these two as separate triangles. And because it is basically two triangles and a square making up a trapezoid in this instance, or like over here, you'd have the one and then the triangle. So long as you can find, you'd be giving yourself base 1, base 2, height, and then you'd also have to find base 3, or in this case, bases 3 and 4. So long as you can find all of those, you can do it that way. However, for many, the first method is simpler. That's how you solve for a trapezoid. Join us again.